Good evening and welcome to Education Today, Safety in Focus. Tonight, we address a critical question. Should schools install fortified safe rooms for emergencies? This topic touches upon our deepest concerns for student well-being. To discuss this, we have two distinguished guests. Arguing in favor is Mr. David Miller, a school safety consultant. Welcome, Mr. Miller. And offering a different perspective is Dr. Emily Carter, a child psychologist and education board member. Welcome, Dr. Carter. We look forward to a respectful and informative discussion on this vital matter. Let's begin with opening statements.
Thank you, Sarah. The primary responsibility of any school is to ensure the physical safety of its students and staff. This is fundamental. In today's world, with various threats from severe weather to acts of violence, we must prepare for worst-case scenarios. Fortified safe rooms are purpose-built or retrofitted spaces within a school designed to withstand significant threats like armed intruders or extreme weather. They are engineered environments with secure communication, ventilation, and basic emergency supplies like water and first aid. The argument is simple. Safe rooms offer a final, secure barrier when other safety measures, locks, drills, or rapid response are breached or insufficient during a crisis. Consider them a last line of defense, a sanctuary for protection, when an imminent threat is present. Some may see this as alarmist, but preparedness is responsible stewardship. We install fire alarms not hoping for a fire, but because the risk has catastrophic consequences if realized. These rooms are a tangible measure that can save lives. The peace of mind from knowing such a facility exists is also a significant benefit. Regarding cost, it's an invaluable investment. What price can we put on a child's life or a teacher's? The cost of inaction, of a tragedy that could have been mitigated, is far greater. We accept safety mandates in other public areas. Schools should be no different. Fortified safe rooms are a logical, necessary evolution in protecting our most vulnerable population. They represent a proactive step, not a reactive one after an incident. The technology and engineering for these spaces are well established, and their efficacy in providing protection during critical incidents is documented. It's about providing a defensible space when evacuation or immediate neutralization of a threat isn't possible. This isn't about turning schools into fortresses, but about integrating smart safety features that can be activated when absolutely necessary, offering a shield against the unthinkable.
Thank you, Sarah and Mr. Miller. We all share the goal of student and staff safety. The concerns driving the safe room discussion are valid, and I empathize with the desire to protect our children. However, while the intention is commendable, a primary focus on fortified safe rooms may not be the most effective or holistic approach, and could have unintended negative consequences. My main concern is the potential for a, quote, fortress culture. The presence of highly fortified safe rooms, while meant to reassure, could inadvertently increase student anxiety. It risks normalizing fear, telling children their school is inherently dangerous, which can harm their psychological development and perception of school as a welcoming environment. The substantial financial investment for these rooms is also critical. These are expensive projects. I worry such expenditure could divert limited resources from vital preventative measures, robust mental health services, more school counselors, comprehensive threat assessment programs, and de-escalation training for staff. These initiatives address root causes of violence and distress, fostering a positive school climate, a powerful deterrent itself. Consider equity and feasibility. How can we practically implement costly infrastructure across all schools? Older buildings need complex retrofitting. Less affluent districts might be left behind, creating safety disparities. I advocate for a comprehensive, proactive strategy, prioritizing a supportive, inclusive environment where students feel connected and valued. This involves investing in early intervention programs, conflict resolution, education, and building strong community partnerships. True safety is multifaceted. It's about preventing crises where possible, not just reacting to them. A focus on hardening the target should not overshadow the importance of nurturing the human element within our schools. We need to ask if these structures, by their nature, send a message that overshadows efforts to build trust and open communication, which are key to identifying and mitigating threats before they escalate.
Dr. Carter raises valid points, and a positive school climate is crucial. However, regarding, quote, fortress culture, knowing a truly safe space exists can reduce anxiety, not heighten it. The reassurance of a haven during an extreme event is significant. The trauma of an actual event without protection far outweighs concerns about the room's presence itself. On resource allocation, it's not an either/or choice. Safety should be layered. Safe rooms can be part of a comprehensive strategy that includes preventative measures. Funding can be sought through specific grants or phased implementation. It requires creative financial planning. Regarding safe rooms being reactive, while prevention is vital, it cannot eliminate all threats. External threats like tornadoes or determined intruders require an immediate physical response capability. A safe room offers this last resort when prevention fails or isn't applicable. It's about having a plan for the unpreventable. Moreover, modern safe rooms can be multi-purpose, functioning as meeting rooms or study areas, integrating them into daily school life. This normalizes their presence and maximizes the investment. This dual functionality ensures the space is not just a dormant fortification, but an active part of the school's infrastructure, reducing any sense of it being solely an emergency bunker. The key is a balanced approach, where physical security complements, rather than replaces, efforts to build a supportive and vigilant school community. One should not exclude the other.
Mr. Miller speaks of reassurance, but I worry about the daily psychological impact of these rooms, especially on younger children. Does a constant reminder of catastrophe truly reduce anxiety or maintain heightened alert? The research on this in schools isn't conclusive. Regarding layered funding, I'm skeptical that preventative programs will be maintained if large sums go to physical fortifications. A tangible solution like a safe room can overshadow less visible, human-centered interventions crucial for long-term safety. Multi-purpose design is thoughtful, but the primary, quote, fortified function might still heavily influence its perception and the school's atmosphere, regardless of other uses. It's the underlying message. Are we teaching children that extreme measures are a normal part of school? Is this the environment we want for learning and growth? I reiterate my call for prioritizing comprehensive strategies, fostering well-being, addressing root causes of issues, and creating positive climates where students feel safe because they are supported. This includes robust training for staff in trauma-informed care, de-escalation, and recognizing warning signs. Effective communication protocols and building strong community partnerships to wrap support around students and families. These elements, while perhaps less concrete than a reinforced room, are fundamental to creating genuinely safe schools where children can thrive, not just survive potential threats.
Mr. Miller, schools vary greatly in architecture and resources. How can effective safe rooms be implemented equitably without causing disparities in safety levels between schools?
Sarah, standardization focuses on safety performance, not identical blueprints. The goal is achieving a set protection level by retrofitting existing spaces or new construction, tailored to each school's unique structure. For older buildings, innovative engineering can reinforce suitable areas. Targeted grants are crucial to assist schools with financial or architectural challenges, ensuring equity. Flexibility in design to meet the safety standard is key.
Dr. Carter, preventative strategies are vital, but in moments of immediate threat, without a dedicated safe room, what concrete actions offer instantaneous physical protection for students?
Robust lockdown procedures are paramount. Secure doors, staff trained to cover windows, keep students quiet and out of sight. Identifying, quote, safer areas within existing classrooms, away from immediate dangers, is also vital. These areas should be chosen for their structural advantages. Effective, rapid communication systems are also critical. Practiced immediate actions, while not a fortified room, significantly enhance safety.
Mr. Miller, critics fear that focusing on safe rooms might divert attention from addressing root causes of school violence. How do you ensure advocacy for safe rooms doesn't diminish prevention focus?
Advocating for safe rooms complements, not replaces, prevention. Discussions about physical safety often broaden to include mental health and threat assessment, amplifying the need for comprehensive approaches. Funding for safe rooms can be pursued via specific grants, parallel to prevention program funding. It's a holistic strategy. Prepare for unavoidable incidents, like extreme weather or determined intruders, while working tirelessly to prevent other threats.
Dr. Carter, if a school district received a significant safety grant, not for safe rooms, how would you advise allocating it for maximum impact on student safety and well-being, assuming basic security is adequate?
I'd invest heavily in human capital and preventative systems, more school counselors, psychologists, and social workers. This allows for comprehensive mental health screening and robust support services for students. Funds should also go to extensive staff training in trauma-informed care, de-escalation, and recognizing warning signs. Programs building positive school climate, like conflict resolution and social-emotional learning, are also key.
In closing, I want to reiterate that fortified safe rooms are not a panacea, but they are an absolutely vital component of any truly comprehensive school safety plan. They represent a critical last line of defense when seconds count and other measures may not be enough. The protection of our children and educators from extreme events, whether man-made or natural disasters, is a fundamental moral imperative. We have the technology and the capability to create these areas of ultimate safety. We must be proactive in implementing such measures, learning from past tragedies and expert recommendations, rather than waiting for another devastating incident to compel us to act. This is about responsible foresight. Investing in fortified safe rooms is unequivocally an investment in peace of mind for students, staff, and parents. Ultimately, it is an investment in saving precious lives when the unthinkable occurs.
To conclude, I want to emphasize that true, sustainable school safety is built upon a foundation of positive school climate, robust mental health supports, and proactive, comprehensive threat prevention strategies, not primarily on physical hardening. While physical security has its place, we must guard against the potential for fortified safe rooms to become an excessively costly, fear-based solution that inadvertently detracts from these more holistic and, I believe, ultimately more effective long-term strategies for student well-being. I urge a balanced perspective, one that prioritizes the overall emotional and psychological health of our students alongside their physical security, ensuring our schools remain welcoming places of learning and growth. Our focus should be on creating nurturing, supportive, and vigilant school communities where all students feel genuinely safe, valued, and connected, thereby reducing the likelihood of crises occurring in the first place.
Thank you, Mr. Miller and Dr. Carter, for your insightful contributions to this important discussion. You've given us much to consider. School safety is a complex issue. We encourage viewers to reflect on these diverse perspectives. Thank you for joining us. Good evening.